Today's reading is from the 27th Psalm, again read from the Message translation. Light, space, zest, that's God. So with him on my side, I'm fearless, afraid of no one and nothing. And when vandal hordes ride down ready to eat me alive, those bullies and toughs fall flat on their faces. When besieged, I'm calm as a baby, and when all hell breaks loose, I'm collected and cool. I'm asking God for one thing, only one thing, to live with him in his house my whole life long. I'll contemplate his beauty, and I'll study at his feet. That's the only quiet, secure place in a noisy world, the perfect getaway, far from the buzz of traffic. God holds me head and shoulders above all who try to pull me down. I'm headed for his place to offer anthems that will raise the roof. Already I'm singing God's songs. I'm making music to God. Listen, God, I'm calling at the top of my lungs. Be good to me. Answer me. When my heart whispered, seek God, my whole being replied, I'm seeking him. Don't hide from me now. You've always been right there for me. Don't turn your back on me now. Don't throw me out. Don't abandon me. You've always kept the door open. My father and mother walked out and left me, but God took me in. Point me down your highway, God. Direct me along a well-lighted street. Show my enemies whose side you're on. Don't throw me to the dogs, those liars who are out to get me, filling the air with threats. I'm sure now I'll see God's goodness in the exuberant earth. Stay with God. Take heart. Don't quit. I'll say it again. Stay with God.
Happy Wednesday. Over the past 2 days, we followed Jesus and his disciples moving back and forth between Bethany and Jerusalem. We've talked about discipleship and what it looks like, and we've talked about that brand of faith that Jesus was teaching. Today, we arrive at Holy Wednesday, and guess what? The truth is we know very little, actually nothing about this day. Scripture has nothing to say about Wednesday. But there are certainly a whole bunch of traditions that the church has built around it. Some churches call this Spy Wednesday in recollection of the events that happened overnight with Judas deciding to betray Jesus. We talked a little bit about that yesterday. In some Roman Catholic churches, this is typically when they would typically hold a tenebrae service, where the story would be told of Jesus's last days. In that service, told in candlelight, as the stories are told, a candle would be extinguished one by one until the full story of Jesus is shared and the sanctuary and all who sit in it sit in complete darkness. This is a moment akin to how we traditionally celebrate Good Friday at Asbury Church, and we'll talk more about that when we get to Friday. Oddly, according to Wikipedia, in the Czech Republic, this day is called Ugly Wednesday, Soot Sweeping Wednesday, or Black Wednesday. Why? Because this is the day you would sweep your chimneys clean, along with cleaning the rest of your home, so that everything is spotless and perfect for your Easter Sunday. Now, because we typically don't know what happened on that first Soot Sweeping Wednesday, I decided to offer a non-gospel reading for us today, portions of the 27th Psalm. Now, why did I choose to do that? Because we have no clue what happened that day. But some like to theorize that Jesus simply chose to take a Sabbath moment, to find time, renewal, strength with his friends and with God. Maybe what is powerful about this day is that Jesus knew what was coming and that he needed rest and prayer for strength. Themes of strength through friendship and companionship and Sabbath ring especially important in this time of social distancing and quarantine. Ultimately, Jesus' prayer book was the book of Psalms. And like any other respectable Jew during that time, he would have committed them to his memory. Maybe in that moment, he spoke the words of the 27th Psalm. Powerful words that said, I'm asking God for one thing, only one thing, to live with him in his house my whole life long. I'll contemplate his beauty, and I will study at his feet. What a powerful and simple prayer. A prayer that I hope you all have. And I hope you find your time for renewal, for strength, for Sabbath, especially on this Holy Wednesday. Have a blessed, soot-sweeping Wednesday. God bless.